They lie, they are superstitions and myths. But when they established marine stations, okay, in different seas, and after thousands and thousands of research experiments, studies, they found that every sea has its properties, such as salinity, temperature, density, oxygen solubility, and other properties. Through the methods of what? Of science. They had the ability to detect this through research, not through myths or superstitions. And they found the fact. They found the secrets of the seas. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told us about this in the Holy Quran. Allah the Almighty told us in the Holy Quran about such secrets, because He is the one who created the seas, and He is the one who knows every single thing in the seas. He is the all-knower. So, He revealed to His messenger, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, about the secrets of the sea, for us to believe, and for the non-believers also to believe. Because some people are not ready to believe until they see things in front of their eyes, facts. So, Alhamdulillah, that Allah showed us His signs in order to believe. Okay, now we are going to move to another secret in the sea. It is this. Another secret in the sea. It is this. Darkness and internal waves in seas. Darkness and internal waves in seas. Allah the Almighty told us about this in the Holy Quran. Allah said, أَوْ كَظُلُمَاتٍ فِي بَحْرِ اللُّجِّ يَغْشَاهُ مَوْجٌ مِّن فَوْقِهِ مَوْجٌ مِّن فَوْقِهِ سَحَابٌ ظُلُمَاتٌ بَعْضُهَا فَوْقَ بَعْضٍ إِذَا أَخْرَجَ يَدَهُ لَمْ يَكَدْ يَرَاهَا. This is in chapter An-Nur, verse number 14. The corresponding meaning of this verse is this: or they are like darknesses within an unfathomable sea. Unfathomable sea, which is covered by waves, upon which are waves, over which are clouds, darknesses, some of them upon others. When one puts out his hand therein, he can hardly see it. Okay. Now, we are talking about what? We are talking about, or the verse is talking about, darknesses. These darknesses are coming due to waves and clouds, one over another. One over another. We have the what? Air. Covered by what? By waves, over which are waves, over which are clouds. We are going to talk about two things in this verse. The first one is the darkness of the sea. The second one is the internal waves inside the sea. First of all, we are going to talk about the darkness in seas. Modern oceanography explored the darkness of deep seas. There is almost no light after the depth of 200 meters, and light disappears completely at 1,000 meters depth. Here we have a diagram that can show us how light disappears once it enters the water in the sea. When the sunlight reaches the surface of the sea, most of the light or some of the light is reflected at the surface of the sea, at the surface of the water. Okay. And some light enters the water. This diagram tells us about this phenomenon. First of all, as I said, part of the light is reflected. So, because some of the light is reflected, then darkness develops. But you still see yourself, you still see others inside the water while you are just at maybe a few meters depth. Then the visible light enters the water. And you know the visible light consists of different colors, the red, okay, the green, the yellow, the blue, the yellow, purple, okay, and these different light disappear once they go into the depth of the sea. So first of all, the red light disappears. So if you go into the sea, and maybe if you bleed, and you start to look at the blood coming from your body, you don't see the red color. You see a black color. Because there is no red light. And so on. The other colors, the other types, disappear once the light goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And the last one is the blue one to disappear. Darknesses, each one over another. So, once a type of light disappears, when light enters the water, then darkness develops more and more and more, until the depth of 200 meters. At the depth of 200 meters, almost there is no light. And if you go deeper and deeper and deeper, until 1,000 meters, then no light at all. Darkness, full darkness. Okay. Did anybody know this before the last 2 centuries? No one. You know why? Because if you would like to go into the depth of the sea, you need special equipment to dive. Okay? No one can go beyond what? Beyond what? few meters in the depth. Down in the depth of the sea. Why? Because first of all, you need to breathe. You need to breathe. First of all, without the respiratory equipment in order to breathe, it is difficult for you to stand diving even few seconds, because you would like to go back to the surface of the sea in order to breathe. A few seconds. No one can stand more than this without the respiratory equipment. This is interesting. Second, no one can dive deeper than 30 meters. Okay? Why? Because the pressure increases once you go down in the sea. And you know, without special clothing to protect you from the increase of the pressure, without this, the high pressure can crush your body. That's it. Okay? So, no one at the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, at the revelation of the Holy Quran, no one went down in order to know whether down there is darkness or not. It was only during the last 2 centuries that oceanographers had the ability to go down, to dive to the depth of the sea with the help of the respiratory equipment, with the help of special clothing, in order to breathe, and in order to protect your body from the high pressure down there. And nowadays, the oceanographers can stay days and days down there in the seas and the oceans with the help of such sophisticated equipment. At the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, no one has such equipment in order to dive and to explore the depth of the sea. Just as I said, myths and what? Theories or superstitions, something like that. All of them are lies. But the fact is in there, in the Holy Quran. Subhanallah, glory be to Allah. Okay, so this is about the darkness of the sea. And this, of course, this figure is coming from this book, Oceans, by Elder and Bernetta, page number 27. Okay. Another point in this secret, the internal waves in seas. The Holy Quran tells us about the internal waves. موج من فوقه موج. موج من فوقه موج. Waves upon which are waves. Waves upon which are waves. Of course, we know in the past, they know only one type of waves.